You got look. I'm not in the frame.
All right, y'all. You know what time it is.
Ooh. Hey, Renee.
Oh, already. Hey, y'all.
Oh, Lord,
Listen. You know what time it is.
Ooh. Hey, Renee.
Oh, already. Hey, y'all.
Oh, Lord,
Listen.
Oh, Lord,
Listen. It's
Ooh, sis, we got some
hey,
tea
y'all.
today.
We got some. Ooh. Are y'all? This is like a life coming to life. You know what I'm saying? Because abstinence is is this one of your quiet days today? Because
No, I got plenty to
you're
say.
acting as if, you know.
No, I got plenty to say. I got plenty to say about this. Plenty.
Plenty.
So, you know, let me say this.
Is that better?
It seemed like when I was in high school, you know, I was always the girl. I was the good girl.
The goody two shoes?
I was the good girl. So,
Good
in high
at
school,
what?
I was like, girl, I was good at everything.
Okay.
I was like, you know.
Okay.
I wasn't a mean girl, but I was like, you know, that chick.
Okay.
So I get it. But as I got older, all those values my mother instilled in me, I
Right.
still possess to this day.
Yeah.
Now, what I found out is that as you get older, people think that your values should change. But when you're trying to do what's right in God's eyes, it's not a very popular opinion.
Well, you know,
Let's just
teach a
say
child in the way that they should go. And when they are old, they won't depart from it. But did you depart?
No, I didn't depart. I just took a detour.
Hey, y'all. Thank you for joining. We're excited today. Today it is going down. We are talking about the pain. Is there pain in abstinence? Can you stand the pain? Please, we need some comments from y'all. So this is for men and women. Is it unrealistic in today's dating environment, Tina? It is? Why? Why?
Do you know how many dates I've lost when I told them I was practicing that?
But let me explain something. If that wasn't for you, was that really a loss?
Some of them were fine though.
But it doesn't matter.
Some
Why?
of
It
them
doesn't
are
matter.
like,
So
"Ooh,
you're
baby."
being driven by how somebody looks, how somebody makes you feel, versus if that's the man that God has set aside for you. Is that what you're saying? Well, I mean, keep it real.
Keep it real. I mean, y'all know me.
Keep it real.
Look, I don't take any tea for the fever. I'm just always gonna keep it real. Yes, because some of them were very attractive, and as we've gotten older, I mean, I'm in that we're in our prime. We're in our
Marvin,
peaks
thank you for joining.
Hey, thank you. We're in our peaks, as a lot of people would say. So don't
Yeah.
you see?
Yeah,
don't
we
you
are.
think this is a little bit of is it a struggle?
Yes, the struggle is real, but I am convinced when I am doing it God's way, He always knows what's best, and He sometimes He's got to sit you down on the bench.
Renee, somebody chime in and help me here. I want some opinions on this.
Men, thank you guys for joining in. This is the TNT podcast, y'all. We come every Friday. It is Fun Friday, talking about different topics. And today, in our personal time when we talk about stuff. So we're like, we're just gonna bring up what we talk about to everybody and see what they're thinking.
Yeah,
for real,
we're dressed in camo today
because and I got my red lipstick on, because if I have to go to war on this, I will.
She wore red lipstick and I wore my red hair. And I'm telling you right now, for anybody that
what is that?
This is Rita. I call her Rita. I wore red, ready Rita, and she's ready. So don't anybody come for me.
Well, this is all natural right here with Shea Moisture.
Oh, Lord,
it is
here we
melanin
go.
products and the Dew products all in one. So, if you guys would like to know that, how you get these curls popping,
We had a
DM
beautiful.
me.
Hey, is it Netic?
Hey, y'all, we appreciate you joining so much. Today we're talking about the pain, or is it painful to abstain when you are dating? And so we have differing views on this, because Tina has said if they look good, this is what you just said. I'm just recapping what you just said. If he looks good, if he treats you good, hey, how are you guys? Then it's a go.
Okay.
Is that
How
what
many?
you just said?
Okay, listen. You just bought a car recently.
Yes.
Right?
Hello.
Did you
Hey,
Did you test drive it?
Absolutely, I test drove
Exactly.
the car.
My point has been made.
Okay. Can y'all help a sister out? Okay, now that's a little.
She test drove it.
But it's a little different with a car, because nowhere in the Bible does it say I should not test drive the car. It's a car. But when you're talking about a long-term...
You're going to have that joker longer than you're going to have that car. Well, hopefully. I didn't have my last
y'all, I need some help. Can I get some backup, please?
In my case, I kept the car longer than the joker. But... in most cases, the ideal situation is you're going to end up with that man longer than you are the car.
I understand that, y'all. Here's where I'm going with this, though. When you have decided to wait on God's very best for you, instead of sharing yourself with potential good-looking people, when it doesn't work out, you have continued soul ties, things that you're sharing your everything in you with other people, and they don't deserve it.
And soul ties are real.
Are soul ties real? Can y'all just can anybody that's joined? Do you understand what soul ties are? Can y'all comment with that? Is that real?
They're real.
They're
but let me tell
real.
You this. Listen, you're not gonna go buy a car without checking the engine, checking the oil, and kicking the tires.
That's what the courtship and the dating is about.
Right. But the other thing you just said was potentially good looking guy.
Antoine, can you help me out?
Hold on. Hey, Tiffany. Hey. You said potentially.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining in.
You said potentially good looking guy. He ain't potentially good looking. If I'm in front of him, I know if he's good looking or not. So I'm going to correct that first. Okay. Potentially good looking guy. Y'all, nobody buys a car without test.
Beauty phase.
Girl, and only what you do for the Lord will last.
That's right. But God gave sex as a gift in marriage.
Yes, he
if he
did.
gave, and so it's worth the wait. Can I get some backup?
But you gotta make sure the gift is good. Listen, how many of y'all done got a gift and you ask the person, you sitting there, you open it and you like, ooh, I hope this person put the receipt in the bag.
Sheila,
because you want to return it.
Okay, so let's dial this back.
Hold on. Okay, Tamara just said something. Been married 35 years, and from what I remember, it was hard. But from what I know now, I would definitely wait. I'm saying it loud for the people in the back.
Thank you.
Girl,
okay, so thank you for TikTok. Can we comment too? Facebook is on point. What she said was she's been married for a minute, right? But if she could do it all over again, she said it would be worth the wait. Is that what she just said?
Y'all, listen.
She's proven my point.
No, yeah, wait, hold on before I say something. Let me go up here and look. Y'all gotta see it, Mama. I gotta see it. My mama watching. I say it.
Regardless if my mama's watching or not,
this
is what I have decided to do because I want to weed out all of the individuals who do not have the character and integrity needed for me to sustain a lifetime with them. And this is just one of the measures of that.
It's true. And y'all, I do joke. I believe in abstinence and waiting because I'm going to have y'all laughing about this. But
are y'all taking side dude applications? No, sir, not today. We're taking main squeeze thing.
We don't want no side dude applications. We want
the one.
Main dude energy. We waiting for the one God has for us. Yes. So listen, stand your ground. Yes,
Thank you.
So Tamara, we are standing your ground. So let me have
y'all
laughing. When I was out there, when I'm dating, and
right, because you're in a relationship now, so that's fair.
Yeah, but listen to this. This is the thing.
Yeah,
I can remember because I believe in practicing, and I do. Trust me. When I was up, yes. Look, I'm gonna look at you. Yes, my mother is watching. Mother, yes, I do.
Focus. Right. Okay.
So this one guy told me, I said, I'm sorry. I'm saving myself. I don't want to have sex. I think when you have sex with people, it clutters. It clouds your judgment, right? Mm-hmm. So I told him I was abstaining. And I said, sir, let me. I said, what do you, and I'm going to say it very blunt. We're all adults on here. Everybody's over 18. I said, what you're looking for.
Some of these comments so we can get back
to my God. I said, listen. I said, I'm sorry. I said, sir, I'm like a certified pre-owned Lexus. He said, huh? I said, are you familiar with what a certified pre-owned Lexus is? I said, what that means is this. I said, it means very low mileage and even fewer drivers. Right. I said, what you seem to be looking for is more of a tote the note situation.
Not tote the note.
No, so for those of y'all, do y'all know what tote the note means? That means it's a car with a lot of mileage.
Yeah.
And y'all know people go get them when they get the little tax refund, and then they end up getting them about 6 months later. So they got a lot of drivers, a lot of miles.
So what you're saying is the wait would be worth it because you're a luxury vehicle. Is that what is that what you're saying? Okay.
And y'all wait. And I'm a smooth ride. Hey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. It's a little bit much.
Sorry,
what
y'all.
I'm saying is, okay, Ursula, thank you for hey, y'all, today we are talking about the realistic in today's dating environment. Is it unrealistic to think that people can and should you abstain? I'm in favor of it. I think it gives you clarity. I think it gives you the ability to decipher someone's intentions. I think men are hunters. And I think that if they are hunting, or as in pursuing you, right?
Right.
The goal is the finish line to bed you? Because if it is, I'm not the one for you.
This is the thing. This is the bottom line. I believe that most men know from jump if they going to do two things with you, bed or wed. And I have my men, please chime in.
We would love to hear. David, stop playing.
Stop playing.
Stop playing about what? I'm not sure which side you on, David. So jump in. Donnell, please help us. John, thank you guys for joining in. We would love to hear the male perspective on if you would agree to date a woman that is abstaining. We have the power. Yes, we do, Kay. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Oftentimes we give our power away because we place value into superficial things. Yes, ma'am.
Amen.
You said it right there. Now, here's the deal. The integrity and character and godliness of a man should be the ones that's rising to the top. But instead, what do we look at? How he looks.
How much money he makes.
What car he drives.
Girl, it's something even checking their credit now. Listen.
Okay, but
she's doing well.
The whole point though is
that
where's the line now? What's the most important thing? Brooklyn, New York in the building. Thank you.
Hey, Brooklyn.
Hey, we appreciate you joining in.
Brooklyn.
Hey, chime in. What are your thoughts about abstaining? If you're dating or have dated before, have you ever tried this? Has it worked? I think a lot of people,
it does.
In the Christian environment, I find that people are not doing that. I've met many guys who are Christians. And when you talk about abstaining, they look at you like you're speaking French. So help me out, brothers.
Oh, I had a guy on the phone. Speaking of that, when I was out there dating, he stayed on the phone with me one whole hour because he called me right in the middle of me doing my Bible study, y'all.
Okay.
So I was like, "Hey, oh my God,
let's just real quick. Hold on. Yes, I would, but I'm gonna let you know I'm very charming and funny, so you better tighten up.
See, I told you, she's trying to keep it tight, but that ain't right. I told him that should have been the title for this episode.
But the point is, I got to ask him, Greg, if you knew I was abstaining, would you continue to push the line with me, though, or would you respect it? That's the thing. They will.
This guy stayed on the phone with me for a solid hour. He called me in the middle of me doing Bible study. I was studying the book of Ephesians, and he was on the right. I'm a choir director. Girl, I thought I was like, ooh, good, I got me a choir director. And I see Sister Valerie was over there. That was our choir director. And girl, I sit there and told him once we finished that, he was all, oh, let me pray us out. Honey, when I told him I was practicing abstinence, that joker got off that phone so quick. Hey, hi Theo.
Hey Theo, how are you? Thank you for joining. I am doing well.
Quick.
Thank you so much for joining in today.
Yeah, it's great.
So back to your topic. He got off so fast because you said you were practicing abstinence.
He went from holy to trying to be rolling, and that was rolling in the hay. Do you hear me? Holy to rolling.
Well, I'm telling you, I think people are dealing with this and not really talking about it, so that's why we're talking about it today.
Well, we got some letters that came.
Girl, let's start with some of these letters. You want to start with one?
Woo! Oh, I love those letters.
Not the hay. Yes. Yes, it has been a while.
Okay, so this is from a 25-year-old single man. Oh, he's young.
Yeah, but that's good. What's he talking about?
This is young. So he says, I'm a 25-year-old single man striving to live out my Christian faith authentically. One of the ways I do that is by practicing abstinence, a decision he made to honor God and prepare
Look at a brother.
I love this.
Okay.
25. Now, this is Lord, I hope my sons are practicing abstinence. I don't know. I hope they are.
Have you talked to them about it?
I tried to. I went to talk to my youngest one, and he looked at me like I was crazy and said, Mama, my Aunt Tanya already had this talk with me. I said, okay. And I just closed the door and walked on back out. So Gabriel already told me.
Greg said, I'll respect it. The connection is a connection no matter what you were practicing. I agree, Greg.
Okay, so I have to ask this. So does that mean, Greg, that you will respect the fact that they're abstaining or no?
I think he said he will. Now, correct me if I'm wrong,
Oh, I like
Greg.
Theo. Theo, how old are you? What is that? 30 years old? Oh, wow. Theo said he waited till he was 33.
Yeah.
Crazy. That is
awesome.
awesome.
So I think what you're saying is if you found out she was, you would respect that and you would work. I mean, if the connection is real, you'd respect that. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
I can't speak for you, but I think that's what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's 51. That's awesome.
So he said he waits till he's 33. What did he say?
Yeah, he said 33. Now he's 51. That's a blessing. I mean, because
where are you? Where are all the people like you?
This young man. This is the thing. He said this is what's. Oh wow.
Okay.
So he says, to be honest, the hardest part for him isn't the physical part.
What is the hardest part?
It's the heckling and the teasing he gets from his friends. This is what he's saying. He's saying that you are wasting your prime. They think that he is gay. He's been accused of being that, or he's afraid of women. He says, but despite that, he's holding fast to his faith.
Yeah.
So he wants to know, what should he do? Should he change his friends? What basically is his dilemma. He says, but thanks for your encouragement in this matter. I look forward to your response.
So here's the deal. I think kudos to that young man who is 25, holding the line, putting Christ before his own flesh. I mean, honestly, that's a rarity. I'm going to be quite honest. I would say if his friends are the ones that are heckling him, that are giving him a hard time, that's a test. That's going to be his test. Maybe he needs some new friends. It's your village that's around you. When I have a friend that is truly for me, I'm encouraging them in whatever they're trying to do instead of heckling them, teasing them, or what have you.
Do you think it's a cultural thing, though? Do you think that brothers have it a little bit harder because they're seen as, so tough and masculine? And I mean, what do you think?
I think regardless of the culture, I think that you have to fear God more than you fear man. And so I think a lot of times people succumb to the image of what they're trying to do for other people versus what they need to be doing for God. Ooh. And so I think honestly that I'd be surprised. Maybe he's the one that's supposed to lift them up.
Wow. You hear what he just said? Theo just said his last relationship, she told me she used me, took advantage of me. Oh, see that? Okay, this is the other thing that gets me too. Yeah. Why is it that it seems like the good guys get taken advantage of just like the good girls? It's just like it's an off balance.
Can I say something about that? Good guys, who are you choosing?
Oh, ouch.
A lot of times, good guys, you're choosing for a physical aspect versus the heart. Or the spirit. And a lot of times you're letting in the outward appearance. And women do this too. So let's not, but I'm just saying to you, who are you choosing as that person that you are trying to court or date? Because if they're taking your kindness for weakness and you're doing this over and over again, I bet it did crush your heart. I'm crushed for you. But there are women out there who are praying for someone like you, who are praying for a man of God who will step up to the plate and treat them the way they're supposed to and honor and respect your wishes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Hey, Paul, thanks for joining us. Hey, Shaniqua, thanks for joining us.
Thank you
guys. And Pierre, thanks. Valerie, thank you guys.
Back to this guy right here. I personally think he needs new friends. Or he's going to have to rise above all of that and not be succumb to the pressure. That's peer pressure.
That's what I was going to say. At 25, eventually, that is peer pressure.
Yeah.
And I think he needs a new circle of friends. So if you are watching, get a new, I don't know which set of platform you're on, get a new circle of friends.
Yeah.
That's it. What's yours?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm telling you. All right. So that dude right here, kudos to him. All right. Thank you for creating a space where women like me can listen, learn, and be inspired. Let me quit playing.
Y'all, she got to get her specs.
The red ones today.
Hey, Latanya.
I'm a 38-year-old single woman committed to my faith and striving to honor God in every area of my life. One of the most significant decisions I've made is to practice abstinence as a Christian. While I hold fast to this commitment, I must admit it's not an easy path. She ain't lying.
I got a question.
Wait a minute. There are moments when the world's messages of instant gratification and societal pressures feel overwhelming. At times I feel isolated because this choice isn't widely understood or supported. Some days it feels like I'm swimming against the current. Oh, girl.
Did you write that letter?
I should have.
I'm like, because this sounds like concentrating on me. Yes.
I should have. Yeah. Anyway, however, I've come to see this journey as a way to strengthen my faith and trust in God. I believe He has a beautiful plan for my life, even if I don't fully understand it yet. In the waiting, I'm learning patience, self-respect, and the value of deepening my relationship with him. Yeah, this is me. Still, I'd love to hear from other women who are walking this road and who have found themselves in similar seasons of challenge. How do they remain strong in their convictions, especially when faced with moments of doubt or loneliness? What practical advice can you share for those of us striving to live out our faith authentically in today's world?
Well, what do you say?
All right.
What say you?
Woo, what say me? Okay,
What
listen, because this is what I'm living now. And it's hard. It is hard, especially coming from being married for so long and now divorced and now seeking God. Like, how do I go through this? How do I navigate these waters as it relates to dating? I will say to you, sometimes God has to sit you down on the bench. And here's what I mean. Get out of the game. I've had to get out of the game, and here's why. Because until you are putting God truly first and being happy in that peace that you will be in, because we're a lot of times seeking, because we're lonely, we want companionship, but in actuality, God said, I'm really all that you need. That's it. And here's what you should be working on in the interim. And so why not work on yourself, work on your relationship? Because what I'm understanding now is when you learn to put Christ first, then you will understand how to put your man first too.
That's
because
true.
The relationship with Christ is mimicked in a marriage, and you are supposed to know and feel what that's like when you go deeper in your relationship with Christ. So the sacrifice is real, but the victory on the other side is so much better. I'm just believing that God has maybe set me aside for a season such as this so that he can tool in me the things that need to be tweaked and honed. And when the time is right, he's doing the same thing for the other person.
I gotta watch what I'm saying.
What?
I see Shirley done hopped in there.
Okay, Shirley, what say you on that? Speak. Okay, thank you.
But I will say this. It is so true, because I know when I went through my divorce, you're accurate about that. Because what we do as women, sometimes we want to try to fill that void, and most of the time what we do, we try to fill it with a person.
Correct.
And some people try to fill it with a thing.
Yeah.
And what we have to understand is sometimes most of the time, majority of the time, that void that you're needing to fill, God is the only person that can only thing that can fill that void in your life. And so I had to that's what I had to learn on, is take a step back and focus on me and make me the priority. Kind of like you had to call my butt to the carpet yesterday about getting my butt up from work.
I had to.
Get up. She's like, nope, don't put yourself last. You get up, you get on, and you work. Hey, mommy. Get up and you go and work out. And I was like, you know what? She's right. Let me get up from this desk, go and get my butt in there and work out and put yourself first.
Let me tell you, a lot of times what we do in relationships, we forget about us.
We sure do.
We are so busy trying to please others, or, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Or what do you want to do here? Or would you consider this? When in actuality, your needs, wants, and desires are important too. And I understand in a relationship, you can articulate the things that you were desiring, but then you have to say, well, am I doing the same thing? Whoa. Everyone's telling me a download what they think they need, but am I being an advocate for myself on what I need?
And the other thing is, too, what I had to look at is this. When I was going through all of these different breakups and everything, I had to say, okay, what's the common denominator? Boop.
Can I ask you one question?
I was the common denominator.
Were you abstaining?
Some.
Keep it real. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna keep it real. Some,
Can I ask
some
you
not.
this? So
but you know the one that worked? The ones that worked were the ones where I did.
Where you did what?
Those abstain. Those are the.
Oh, okay.
You know why?
Why?
Those seem to be the best ones, because I formed. You got to know the person. You formed a deeper connection with the person. I would tell anybody that is the best way to go, because you get to know them, and you're not clouded by any activities and functions.
You're not swayed.
You're not swayed. And soul ties are real. I was visiting this one guy. He's a minister, and that's when he started talking to me about soul ties. Like, yeah.
It's real.
But it is so real.
Friendship, yes. Friendship.
Yes. Hi,
friendship is important. We appreciate you guys joining in.
Hey,
Here's the deal. We're talking about, is it realistic in today's dating environment to abstain? I say yes. I say yes because this is what I am seeking and desiring to do.
It's not realistic. I would go to say at the time. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a necessity, because you are the problem. I think now, and I'm gonna be honest. Men, you can come from it if you want to.
I wish you guys would speak up. Where the men at, y'all?
Men think that they're the prize.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay.
I said it.
Go
yes,
deeper.
I said it.
Go deeper.
I said it.
Go deeper.
Men think that they are the prize. That is the problem.
Okay, so what
That's
should
some of
men
the
be
problem.
thinking? What's really the prize? Proverbs
The prize,
18.
you know what the prize, the ultimate prize is? The ultimate prize is making sure that whomever God has chosen for you, that you guys are in agreement and in alignment, equally yoked, and you come into under one accord and in a covenant. That's the ultimate prize. The ultimate prize is marriage and entering into a holy covenant with the Lord. Period. That's the prize, in my opinion.
I agree with that, but I think that people think they mix up intimacy with into-me-see.
Ooh.
Drop the mic.
Drop it. Hold on. Break that down, sis.
Okay, so intimacy, a lot of people think intimacy is simply sexual gratification. I want to be intimate with you. I want to be sensual with you. I want to be passionate with you. But into-me-see is the true intimacy. You into me, me, you see me. You understand me. You understand the nuances that come with me, and you love me in spite of them. Because
that's what they're supposed to do.
But when in actuality, they're looking for some sort of trophy image or what they think it should be, because marriage is work. I don't know who has sold the lie that marriage is easy.
I can tell you what, TV, media, social media, people get into, I call Facebook fake book. People buy into all this mess they see about people living this high life, glamorous life, this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
And with the Instagram, the TikToks, that snippet
listen to the word Insta gratification. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, for somebody that's been married, and I'm gonna say it, I've been married 3 times. I'd only been married twice, but my soulmate passed away when he was 38 years old. So that is, and I'm telling you, that was my ideal of a marriage. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we prayed together.
Stop.
Number one. That was my ideal of a marriage. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we prayed together.
Stop.
Number one.
Stop right there. Did you pray every day? Did you pray weekly? Because I'm very interested in that.
Every day. And you know what
before
was so
you went
funny?
out about your day?
And at night we prayed together. We
and
prayed,
that was something that
together and for one another.
See, can I say, please?
Yes.
This is what happens, I think, when people initially get married. They do that kind of stuff. But as time fades away, life becomes busy and hectic, and they don't do the things that kept them connected at first.
Exactly.
Those things dwindle away. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
So number one, y'all prayed. So
we did.
Go ahead.
And number two, this is the thing. And maybe because we grew up in the same town, we had similar values and beliefs. But this is what's always so amazing to me about him. His name was Daryl. He was such a gentle, docile man that most of the time what people thought, because my personality, y'all know me, I'm extra. I'm over the top. Y'all can look at it and tell I am extra. They always thought, oh my God, I bet she runs him. She runs him. I did not run my house, y'all. That's what's so funny about it. But out there, he would let me be me. But the thing of it is I knew when I came in the house, when I crossed that threshold, I was wifey and I assumed my role. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And you had no qualms or problems doing that whatsoever. Is that correct?
No.
Because of how he stepped up in his role. Is that correct? Okay.
Because one thing he was comfortable in being who he was.
Yeah.
And he was comfortable in letting me be who I am. And that's the beautiful, beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? But Theo say, hey, good stuff, guys.
Hey, appreciate you.
But
Thank
Theo,
you.
we're so glad. We hate to see you go. We'll see you next Friday. Tune in next Friday. You know, we always have some great topics. But the thing of it is, I can tell you when we were dating, I remember we lived together at first, and I'm going to tell you, we didn't abstain.
Hey, James, thank you for joining.
We didn't do abstinence when we were first dating.
Yeah, so
but I remember
you did not.
No, but my grandma, my granny, God rest her soul, honey, she pulled me to the side and was talking to me. She said, listen, it's better to marry than to burn. And I didn't know what that meant then, y'all. But I learned it real quick. You hear me?
It is a burning. Oh, my Lord. It's a burning.
Yeah,
it's a burning. Yes, Lord. Men think like lions, but how do you tame a lion? Woo, Black Knowledge 73.
Yeah, with a whip and a chair. That's how you tame a lion.
With a whip and a chair.
With a whip and a chair.
You know what? I mean, that's a great question. I think part of that equation has to be the man himself. The lion himself wanting to be, if you're the king of the jungle, then you know how to serve.
Ooh.
Then you know how to be a servant leader. And I think a lot of times people mix that up and don't understand what leadership really is. Leadership is setting the example, setting the standards, and then implementing them and showing everybody else how to do it. So I think a true lion that can be tamed, that's the missing element, that he's not a servant leader.
And you know what? I would go so far as to say this.
No, it's not easy.
No, definitely not.
That's why we're talking about this.
Definitely
it's not easy. Yeah, it's
so
not
Benita said, say that one more time. It's definitely not easy. Nowhere near easy.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing of it is,
King Kong, thank you for joining.
Yeah. Ooh, King Kong.
I hope King Kong got a comment in here. Come on now.
Sorry, producer. I had to say it. Sorry, I had to say it.
Girl, where are we? Go ahead. What are you saying?
It's a lion.
Yeah.
You notice when you watch. I grew up watching Wild Kingdom with my dad, y'all. Mm-hmm. Did y'all ever notice how a lion would back down for the lioness? Did y'all ever notice that?
Oh, can I just look at Lisa right here, girl? You ain't lying.
What Lisa say?
The right lioness, he will tame himself.
Didn't I just say? Did you see what I said? That's what I just said.
Servant leader, he will do it himself. Girl, right there. Thank you, Lisa. That you didn't just confirm what I just said, because it starts from the head, don't it?
See, okay, I want to hear this.
Yeah.
I think a man will abstain for the right woman.
I agree.
Somebody chime in.
I agree.
Anybody?
I agree.
If he really wants that woman, he is going to wait.
But can I say something? I think if he's not the right one, the other things will start to magnify because he's not getting what he thinks he's missing.
Girl, see, some of you have to watch. Now, let me tell you something.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Thank you. We are both worth the wait, girl.
Yes.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So Antonio said absolutely. Thank you.
Because if he's not getting release or whatever, all these other things about you that are not 100% perfect will begin to be magnified. So I think a true man who is in love with you is willing
Baby.
No. Who's Tyrone?
I want to follow man as he follows Christ, because that's what the word said. We're not trying to say we don't want to take the lead on this. No. But I'm not going to follow a fool. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
No, so I'm not sure where he got that from. I'm not sure where you did you just join in and caught up?
No.
Okay, because that's not what we've said at all.
Name a man you could totally trust. Oh, it's only one man I trust, honey, and that's my Heavenly Father.
Jesus.
I guess he's not that man. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Melanie, for joining. So back to what we were talking about. I think
is this the cast of the Wiz on the video? Who is that? Boy or girl, bye.
Different resolutions. You're absolutely right.
Stage left.
Okay, come on. Let's go to the next question. Let's go to one because this is good stuff.
God over everything. Amen.
Antonio. Amen. And that's that. It's the right order. So here's my thinking. If a man meets you and can't and has maybe not thought about abstaining, but said, I care for this person, I want to, and he is not 100% on it, do you think that relationship can last? Do you think, because you're sold out doing it, but he's like, I'm only doing it for her. Do you think that one will last?
No.
Why not?
Because he's not doing it for the right reasons.
Exactly. Do you see? Because he has to understand himself why I would align myself with Christ first and try and do my best. I mean, we're all imperfect, but in this area where I honestly want to be able to on my wedding night say, this has been worth the wait.
I gotta ask this.
Okay.
Commonality. I love that. That's so true. I gotta ask this question. What if on your wedding night?
I knew she was gonna go here, Lord Jesus.
Y'all know what I'm gonna ask her, right? Y'all know. So what if on your wedding night, honey, you thought you was to get a Rolls Royce?
I'm about to say something that y'all need to hear.
And you end up with a Pinto.
That has happened to me before. I'm just keeping that real. I've been married before a few times, and on number 2, that happened. And let me explain what the problem was. Let me explain why I should have known better.
Ooh.
It did happen that way, but there were signs before I got married that I should have been warning on, that because he was in church, because he was studying to be a pastor, because he said the Lord said we supposed to be together, blah, 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 blah. But he was also extremely jealous. He was also really not functioning correctly. And so it shouldn't have surprised me on that wedding night that it was not worth the wait. So here's what I was saying. I think for...
I got a title in the book. I'm sorry.
What
We got some comments here. Let me speak to my godson.
Okay.
Hey, godson. Hey, baby. And then over
say?
here, I got to say, he said,
What?
just order how to do it. And then I like what somebody else said to my, and you may be right. She said it could start there, but he has to catch